Good morning, all. I hope everyone can hear me okay. Welcome here from Melbourne in Australia. My name is Ursula Fay. Welcome you on behalf of 1 million meditators and also on behalf of bodycenteredtraumarelease.com.au, where I do my work as a healer. And I think a lot of that's going to be coming through this morning. Many may be aware quite a tragedy has unfolded here in Australia in the last day or so, and it's been an assault against the divine feminine, essentially, as an archetypal wound. And tragedies like this fill our news feeds, and although they happen every day, sometimes these ones reach the attention of the nation and the world, and what they do is they crack our hearts open in pain and in solidarity and unity. And many who have been in positions of domestic violence, fleeing violent relationships, understand the danger in the aftermath of separation, which is when this woman and her children were brutally murdered in quite a horrific way. And I believe in these times of national tragedy and even international tragedy, one of the things that happens is it cracks our hearts open as we all combine in absolute heartbreak over these things that happen. And as a healer in the healing room, individually, one-on-one, wherever I work, I utilize the incidents of the pain being raw and open and accessible alongside my own knowledge of trauma and the pathways and the frequencies of these things, to be able to access the origin wounds, to be able to access and heal while these pathways are open to us. So I was just heartbroken during the night. I couldn't sleep well. I didn't know what to do, what to say. I did feel connected to this and that I wanted to do something to help. So the early hours of the morning were quite sleepless, and I found myself connecting to Gaia, and I saw many visual things and felt a lot moving. So I'll stop babbling now, and I think we'll get on with this. I'm sure you're understanding what I'm talking about. It goes far beyond words anyway. Gaia herself is our divine feminine mother, and she's going through much the same, this sense of entitlement, of ownership, of taking what's freely given as sanctuary and home. So I'm going to work with that framework in the way that I do as a healer, and let's see how that goes. If you could all just bear witness, hold space for me. We'll go into our usual meditative state. So take a breath, land back in your body. We'll let all of that sit out there, and we'll leave it for a moment as we come down within into our heart spaces, using your breath to land. Just leave everything else outside for a moment while we sit and slip into our bubble of healing, directed, of course, to the earth and all of her people. Come down into your heart space, feeling yourself there, feeling yourself connected to your body, to your soul, to your higher self. Feel yourself grounding, your feet on the ground, your grounding cords connecting down all the way to the crystal heart of Gaia, our Earth Mother, feeling her energy rising up to meet us, to hold us, to flood us with her love. And rising upwards through the crown, all the way to the pure heart of Source. Feeling this energy also tumbling down into our field, into our heart space, and mingling with the heart of the Mother. Within this sacred space, I invite you to expand your heart energy outwards, spinning in all directions beyond your physical body. And from this place, I invite you to rise above, out of your body, above to the room, above the building you're in. Rise above your area, above your city, above your nation, and rise above the earth. Knowing that in this space we share, boundaries and protections have already been set up. Calling in all those aligned with our purpose today and always. Acknowledging each of the ones joining us now and in the future times, and each of their teams of guidance, guardians, protectors, and indeed those guardians and protectors of the earth, the angelics, the fairy elementals. Extend your energy field out, feeling one to the other, feeling us connected heart to heart as we circle the earth, sending our love, our blessings upon our mother. And from this space, as I hold my own energy, I expand out without the entirety of this circle with my own teams of guidance, guardians, ancestors around me, supporting me. And from this place we rise higher, further, above the universe, into the blackness of the quantum field, the field of all possibility, the field of source energy itself. From here I call in every healing frequency at my disposal, the very highest frequencies of love, and in particular love frequency 72. I invite you all to open your hearts and share in this healing love vibration as I turn my attention to Gaia's heart herself. I set my intentions to clear some energetic patterns, some woundings aimed at this time in history and for many, many times before this, of assaults upon the divine feminine, the submission, the suppression of this energy. I call into form this entity that has arisen, of this energy around the desire to destroy what is willingly given as sanctuary and as home, the desire to destroy and control and own the feminine in its divine form. And I ask to clear, cancel, delete and uncreate all beliefs, patterns, programs, behaviours, judgments, vows and promises, keeping the earth and all those upon her tied in any way, shape or form to the energy of this pattern, this way of being. Keeping us tied to the pattern of pain, of violence, of murder, of threats, misogyny, coercion, power over, of ownership, entitlement, objectification, of fear, of hatred and blame. Allowing the energies of Mother Gaia and all of humanity to be freed and clear of all of this as we release anything that does not meet a state of grace, love and unity. We ask to cancel, clear, delete and uncreate all of this energy, all of this tendency, all of the behaviours and the incidents that spill out from this way of being, of feeling, these lenses upon the world, these states of suffering that spill outwards in this way. We're signing all contracts as complete across all space and time and on multiple levels and dimensions. Releasing all karmic residue and echoes of the pain inflicted by this energetic entity and creating space for the planet, for the soul within, and for all of humanity, of love, creating space for safety, for sanctuary, for freedom, for unity and compassion. I asked to update and encode planetary DNA, her electrical and electromagnetic system, indeed the nervous system of the planet. Sending this clearing through the DNA lineage of the planet, through ancestral bloodlines, 474 generations in all directions of time. Feeling this flow through as water flows through all the cracks, through all the fabrics, all the fibers, all the connections, unraveling, unwinding, releasing, dissolving, transmuting, becoming clear, becoming neutral, becoming love. And sending this clearing through Gaia's soul lineage, through lifetimes past, present and future, and on multiple levels and dimensions, and across all timelines. Extending this out to all who are tied in with her destiny, her lifetime, her purpose, who live upon and within her. I send this clearing through all of the light bodies, through energy, light, thought, form, emotion, and love. Sending through the highest love frequencies and to the crystalline light body. Sending it through, amplified by all the energy of all here, through all the crystals within the earth, by our desires, our wishes, our purpose, our alignment to truth, to love, to purity, to freedom, to abundance. Clear through energy, clear through light, through thought, through form, through emotion, through love. Crystalline light body is clear. Changing the frequency now to the highest vibration of love, working through the central nervous system of the planetary body, moving through to the organic physical body, even at the 3D level. Allowing this to flow throughout time, throughout space, to all of us. Sending this love to our mother through this time as she shares this pain, as she moves through to the freedom of the near future, where we have overcome the need for these patterns and they cease to play out anywhere upon the planet anymore. And we're thankful for her strength to be able to endure the many millennia of oppression, of slavery, of pain, misfortune, and violence, committed even to her physical body and to those upon her surface, to those to whom she gives sanctuary and home, even to the waterways and the airways and the very land itself, being cracked open, being dug, being taken from. When so much is given freely and abundantly and there is more than enough for all, we release this need for greed, for patterns of taking more than is required, for subjugating, for the enslavement, unfair use of others' energies and efforts. We call out for fairness, for unity, for true abundance, and the freedom that it gives us all, for clear, open-hearted healing to flow throughout our home, rippling out throughout the universe, from our beautiful mother's heart, from each of our hearts reflected here, sending back to her and outwards to the world as a whole, from the very core, from every crystal within the planet, surface and body, from the heart of every person, every soul which is right now open in pain, in unity and solidarity with the pain of those being abused and hurt and persecuted. Let us access these pathways to heal that pain at its core, at its root, and to the farthest echoes, to the tiniest crumb, to the farthest tendril. We unravel it, we dissolve it, we delete it, we love it, we transmute it into love. And so it is. The final burst, all of the love frequencies at my disposal, sent ringing around the earth, around the globe, within the earth's heart, and reflected outwards to each and every heart upon the surface of the world. I prepare to bring us all back, dear ones, thanking you all for your efforts, for your witness, for your participation. We come down now through the universe to the planet's surface, once more to our home countries, to our cities, our areas, our buildings, to the room where we sit, and once more to land gently, softly, just without our physical bodies, and gently, ever so gently, landing once more within our heart space, feeling your feet on the floor, feeling your presence in your heart, gently unraveling your energy from where it has become entwined with all the others, calling your energy back to you, returning anything that does not belong to you, retaining your connection to Gaia, to Source, to your own heart and your team of guidance. I now withdraw my energy, calling it back to me. I thank you all for joining me. Send my blessings out as far as this healing is able to go, acknowledging that the presence of each one of you helps to amplify and magnify the efforts and enable it to reach further. So thank you so much. This was a very special meditation process this morning. Thank you for participating in the healing. Many blessings to everyone. And I will see you again very soon. I love you. I love myself. I love the planet.